Hello, I'm Jules Matthews and I am the conductor and choreographer of Mangaroa Farms. The sort of core value for me on the farm is that we promote and develop health and well-being, and that's across the farm. So from the soil to the livestock, to the plant community, to the biodiversity, to the waterways, to the people that live and eat from this land. It's, yeah, that one gives me the chills. We have a market garden, we are a sheep and beef breeding farm, we're a finishing farm, we do direct market meat. I think we've got 59 cows and we carry all the calves and the R2s through to butchering. And then I've got about 700 ewes. Yeah, we finish all those lambs as well. Currently we've got about 220 hectares effective. So those paddocks from where those sheep are coming along that manuka is our boundary fence with the gun club. And those are our peat paddocks that run along there. And then the rest of it from here over to Whiteman's Valley Road, some pretty nice soils. And then it's three kilometres from the corner of Whiteman's Valley Road up to the end of the farm. So quite narrow strip of land. And we actually, our boundary is over through that manuka. So we've got quite a lovely piece of manuka that runs along that western boundary. And then obviously a couple more hills back that way, and then those flats along the river on the other side. Most of our soil is a silt loam or a clay loam. Varies a little bit across the different properties. And then we do have about 15 hectares of peat land. What Gate to Plate means to me is bringing community into the farm and having a food system that is local, rich in nutrient, and a connection. What I get as an opportunity of Mangaroa Farms is explore the role of farmers to be the connector in the community and the transformation of New Zealand. Mangaroa Farms is unique. We're willing to risk to find out how to make this work. We're a guinea pig in this, and we're well resourced to be a guinea pig, but the thing is we need to make it work. It can't not financially work. And for me, that can be a touchy thing because it is not to be taken for granted. And what it means is that we've fast-tracked a whole lot of stuff that perhaps in other circumstances would take many years, if not decades. So the fact that within 6 months we had a market garden up and running, there was food available from thought, conception to reality. Our commitment and our intention is to discover ways of doing things that has us be in real collaboration with nature. In doing so, to bring others with us through education, through experiences, and to be able to ride the journey and the discomfort of the journey of not knowing, not always understanding, being willing to risk, and get it wrong sometimes, but to bring our courage to this world. We're actually having the official opening of our shop. So I think there's a couple of aspects to the farm shop. If you staff it, you've got that interface with the customer and can create a customer experience with a human being. What I've seen happen in other places is that when you offer people the opportunity to operate with integrity around serving themselves, they do that with an incredible amount of honesty. What we'll end up with is a hybrid, with some days and some times that are self-serve and other times where we staff it and there's a real opportunity to interface with someone from the farm while you're doing shopping. I was really moved by the open day. Number one, it was schmuck weather to begin with, and yet they all turned up. And they turned up joyful, interested, engaged, great questions. There's a combination of familiar faces and new people here today. There's people obviously here for their first time who've come out of curiosity, so that's really good. And a lot of people who've come back multiple times because they always seem to learn something, which is fabulous. If you want, to come in and feel good early in the morning, you just come in and you touch these guys, and it's kind of like petting your dog or your cat, and it evokes that lovely, in me anyway, just that softness of the world is okay.
It's good to see what's actually going behind all of it, not just here's your lettuce, here's your carrots, the actual work that's been going into the ground to get the good taste. Well, it's almost turning back the clock of the way they used to do it. It's like that farmer's got the chickens, we'll go and get our eggs from there, that farmer's got the cows, we'll go and get the milk from there. And it brings everybody closer together.
It's delicious.
I'm realising that a lot of the food we get from the supermarket isn't even grown in New Zealand or made in New Zealand, and I actually don't want to be ingesting that or my kids be ingesting that, so that means that people like us have to make connections with farmers. And
it's quite spectacular. We just live in the neighbourhood, so it's just really wonderful that we have a place here where we can get fresh produce on the way home every day. Really great for him to be able to see where the food comes from, and meat comes from a lot of buddies as well. So yeah, really great.
So we're just off on our morning delivery run to local cafes and restaurants. Yeah, I love working at Mangaroa Farms. It's local for me. I grew up just on the other side of the valley, and I used to be a chef, and so from my experience, when you're buying quality ingredients and you're using 100% of the produce, it may seem double the price, but you're not throwing away the half that you would for the double, which then cuts down costs overall for how much you're getting in. You can store more. You're not spending so much on just your waste. Tips to other farmers for selling to chefs and restaurants: be straight up and honest of what makes your product good. This is our price. This is why this is our price. Just finding those places that meet your ethos. That's how you make your business, and people don't know why other products aren't as good. I didn't know what glyphosate was until a few months ago. Now it's fully changed my perspective on what food I buy, and you're paying for your health, really.
We are going to Dough Bakery for lunch because they are a really cool local business who source a lot of local food. Personally, I know Tim, and I really like supporting the business. I mean, they're great people. Yeah. I think the thing about food and community, and I see it here, there's something pretty cool when people realise that what they have on their plate is all from just around them. I think if you were starting out and you wanted to grow a few veggies for your local community or your neighbours, getting them invested in what you're doing That's where a CSA is really good. Maybe they contribute, pay a little bit up front, and then if it goes well, they get lots. If it doesn't go well, like slugs eat your beans, then you take the hit along with the farmer as a customer. And I think that shared journey of a CSA is actually a really great way to begin. Farmers are the front line of who we are as a nation. In many ways, what happens when farmers are connected to their community? You experience being valued, you experience being fulfilled. That's the experience of love.